All right, in my second video here on the Gx470, I want to talk about the exhaust. One of the problems inherent to the Gx470 is that the exhaust manifolds tend to crack. And they all tend to crack around between 100 and 130,000 miles, and when you start them up, they rumble a little bit. And people generally tend not to care because it's not very loud, but you gotta understand that the exhaust manifold is connected to the catalytic converter. And when those items, when you get a crack in the exhaust manifold, and they all crack, every single one of them, they crack. When it cracks, the replacement is the exhaust manifold and the catalytic converter together. Next is the exhaust. The exhausts all rust out on these things. Even if your car is perfectly rust-free top and bottom, the exhaust system will rust out. So it's very important that right around 100,000 miles that the exhaust system is replaced. Otherwise, the truck's going to be a little bit noisy. This truck has had both exhaust manifolds replaced, both catalytic converters replaced, all 4 O2 sensors, and the complete exhaust system replaced, which is over $3,000 done correctly with OEM parts. So right there, we're talking about maintenance items that need to be done for these trucks to last the 500,000 miles that they will last. The last big thing that I think we should talk about on these trucks is the frames. The frames on these trucks all rust. I don't care where they came from, they're all rusty. So even though they may look perfect on the outside like this one, they are rusty. The frames are rusty. The frame on mine is perfect. I'll post some pictures in the video. It's perfect. Every 6 months it's been used a rust preventative spray, not no undercoating or anything like that, but a rust preventative spray on the undercarriage of the truck. And it's also never seen salt or snow, even though we have a foot of snow on the ground outside that garage door. Next thing we want to talk about on these Gx470, this body cladding. They all tend to get bunch of little nicks in them from doors that open up against them over the years. And when you paint them, they tend to be a different color. So if you buy one, you want to buy one with the least amount of door nicks as possible because, like I said, the color match on rubber is very, very difficult. So as we walk around this truck, we'll notice that it does have a tow hitch. I bought a Wave Runner. I put the hitch on. I rode said Wave Runner once. It hasn't been used since in about 14 years. Another big thing on these GXs. These wheels, they all corrode. Every single one of them I've ever seen is corroded. I don't know why, but there was a defect when they made these wheels from Lexus or Toyota, and they all corrode if they were ever exposed to any type of elements. So if they were even out in the rain mixed with the brake dust, they corrode. But my vehicle, every time it's driven, the wheels are washed so that nothing oxidizes on the rims because they're very expensive, and even the replacements corrode. So you notice mine have no curb rash, mine have no corrosion. Also, the tires are new. These are actually brand new. The tires are brand new. They ran me about 650 bucks. Excellent tires. So if you look front and rear, they're brand new tires. I chose to go with Yokohamas on this truck. In my experience, the Yokohamas give the best mix of all-around performance versus some of the Goodyears and Michelins that I typically like to use on some different cars. So now that we're done with that video, I can show you all the wheels. Let's go to the interior of this GX. And I'll do that in a separate video because YouTube does not like long videos.